Hello YouTube, I'm Kevintense, you're all wonderful, and today we're about to become the nightmare to all of our opponents on the Elm Street that is these COD lobbies by unlocking the Jak Slash aftermarket part. Now, I know, I needed you to walk with me a little bit there for the intro, but I think we nailed it. I think we landed the plane. And now we are ready to unlock that new hidden knife underbarrel attachment. You know how to do that if you've been here for any period of time. It is by completing any 5 of the 21 challenges that we get every week, this being the 3rd week of the season. So by the end of this video, you should have that new aftermarket attachment that has a little bit more to it than just a hidden knife, and you should be showing 3 of 8 on those Chainbreaker camo challenges. As always, I'm going to try to get them done in one game of zombies. Also, as usual, before we get over to those challenges, I did want to take a quick moment just to share my appreciation for all of the likes, the views on the comments so far. It means the world to me, and if there's something that you have a question about, something that you want to see me do a little bit more of as it relates to more of these unlocks or challenges, let me know in the comments below. I read every comment and I try to respond to as many of them as possible. All right, with me over on this side of the screen, it means we're going to take a little bit more detailed look at those challenges. I will be actually reading through all of them, talking through my thoughts, and discussing the best strategies to get those done. So we will start with multiplayer. Over in multiplayer, you're looking for 25 hipfire kills, 10 hipfire kills with battle rifles, 30 kills shortly after sprinting with an SMG, 20 kills with a silenced weapon or throwing knives, 10 kills with the gun butt of a weapon, 8 kills with underbarrel lethal attachments equipped, and 15 kills with either the covert sneakers or dead silence. So a couple things on this. If you have a throwing knife equipped to your lethal slot and you have a throwing knife in your inventory, even if you melee with your equipped weapon, you will not be getting gun butt kills. You are going to be slashing with the throwing knife. So keep that in mind. You need to, if you are aiming for those gun butt kills, do not equip a throwing knife as your lethal. Easy. Also, keep in mind, 25 hipfire kills. Obviously, if you want to use the battle rifle and also get the hipfire kills there, you can. But the 30 kills shortly after sprinting with an SMG, you can double up. You can run your SMG with a sprint to fire build and a hipfire build, sprint around the map, and just go blazing on people, right? And that's going to get you those hipfire kills and your SMG sprint kills. Over in the Battle Royale and Warzone section of the challenges, you are looking at 15 kills in 4 different regions of Urzikstan. That's the big map, so you're going to be looking at 60 kills total if you aim specifically for these 4 challenges. Those 4 regions are the Northwest, the Eastern, the Southern, and the Central region. It's the standard regions that we continue to look at. You also are looking to place top 10 7 times, complete 15 contracts, and open 75 loot caches. Keep in mind, when I say loot cache, I'm not talking about just the chests, right? Almost anything that you can like hit your action button, your interact button, and open is going to be considered a loot cache. We're talking medicine cabinets, duffel bags, any of that stuff. Things that are not loot caches are like the little red boxes that you see around the map over on Rebirth Island that you can smash and open. Those are not loot caches. But if you are opening it, it's probably a loot cache. Finally, taking a look at zombies, and I'm really excited to see these numbers and these challenges because I've got a little bit in store for you. We got an interesting way to go about this. We're looking at 100 point blank kills, 300 critical kills with SMGs, 50 kills with silenced weapons or throwing knives, 75 kills with gun butts, 250 kills with a pack-a-punch weapon, 100 battle rifle hipfire kills, and 30 mercenary kills with a marksman rifle. Now, the thing that I am excited about doing, I'm going to try to get this done with one weapon. I'm going to have a backup hipfire battle rifle, right? I'm going to have a backup battle rifle in case I need it, but I'm going to try to get these done with all of these done with a silenced SMG. I think we can do it. I was looking at it, figuring out what I need to do. I think it's possible. So that's what I'm going to try to do. That's the goal today. I'm going to add a little bit of a stack to the difficulty that I normally do. And my strategy, as per usual, is going to be aiming for those escort contracts and those outlast contracts. I think I'm going to be aiming for escort contracts first to make sure that I get the point blank kills, because you can get a lot of point blank kills very rapidly in those escort contracts. And then in addition to that, the outlast contract might help in terms of just farming critical kills with the SMGs, but I could probably get that between maybe 2 to 3 escort contracts. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for. That's what we're going to try to do today. And let's take a look at the loadout and get into it. Okay, I'm back over on this side of the screen. We're taking a quick look at the loadout here, and we are going to drop in. So I've got my normal stuff. I've got my normal 4 Perca-Colas all queued up, ready to go. I've got an Aether Crystal to throw onto my SMG. The SMG here that I have is the Static HV. It's the new one. We've got a couple specialized parts on there, making sure, obviously, one, that I have a suppressor on there to keep it silenced. So I'm rocking the Quartermaster suppressor. If you don't know what the Quartermaster suppressor is, it is an armory-only unlock. I don't know of any other way to unlock it. It was added with Season 5, and it's a little bit crazy. So go in, go to your muzzle attachments, find the Quartermaster. It's probably all the way at the end, so you can just, like, hit left, and it's all the way at the end, or not unlocked, and unlock it, right? Do that, okay? Then in addition to that, I put the Jak Glassless optic on there so I could focus a little bit more on the critical kills once I get all the hipfire kills out of the way. As it goes for battle rifles, I'm getting the Cronin Squall with me. I can only put 2 attachments on it because it's such a low level, and I'm just going to be keeping that around in case I need a battle rifle for those hipfire kills. That's all. So with that said, we're going to drop in. Oh, I've got the ammo mod because I'm grinding camos for the Static HV, so don't worry about that. You don't have to do that if you're not worried about your camos. All right, so with that being said, we're going to drop in. I'm going to immediately unequip the throwing knife and just start clubbing stuff, right? Oh, POI visited. I love that for me. Okay. All right, perfect. Let's, do we have a, oh my God, we don't. Well, not nearby. So we'll start with this Outlast. Ooh, okay, we have a new Conquest event. I don't know what that is, but I just did something for it, so that's cool. Oh, let's go, let's go. Okay, there's our silence kills. Perfect. Okay. All right, we had a bunch coming in. Are they launching over here? Are they coming out of the ground over here? I think they might be. As you can see, yes, they're popping out of the ground over here. That's cool. You're definitely gonna want to hold out for an insta kill bump to get those gun butt kills because whew, gets feisty in there. Also, maybe not standing right in the middle of where 8 zombies are liable to pop out of the ground. Right, like that. Don't do that one. You know, and this is why I do these things so that you guys can learn from my mistakes. Also, I generally have pretty replicatable strategies, right? Replicable? Replicatable? Replicable? One of the two. It's definitely one of the two. Probably. Now, importantly, I'm also trying to double up on these hipfire kills by aiming kind of at the top of the zombies' heads. Because if you aim center mass, you're probably less likely, well, you're definitely less likely to get headshot kills, right? I'm gonna go help. They're a little far, but they're not like super far. And I don't think that you lose your, I don't think you lose your contract if you go too far away from it, so let's go and help. There we go. Let's go. Pack-a-punch weapon. Okay. Hell yeah. Alright, I dropped them some stuff to make their gun a little bit better. So hopefully that will keep them alive a little bit longer. You know, like I said, when we can, we get our karma up, right? So let me run back over here. I'm just going to grind this this Outlast. I would have liked to have had an escort just for the concentration aspect, but I'm just gonna run the Outlast. Okay, these are not. Do I made sure. Okay, hang on. Let me gather my thoughts here. I made sure that the 5 challenges that I was aiming for had a little eyeball on them and said that they were tracking. And now I cannot see them. I can only see these 5, which I had tracked, and I thought that they were replaced. Did they bug track challenges? The lunge on the gun butt is almost as wild as the zombie lunge. Not nearly though. Like, it's actually not. Zombie lunge is still outlandish. Speaking of outlandish, have I mentioned the nerfs that they did on the RPK? We spent all that time last week unlocking the RPK attachment. It's pretty wild, right? Like the RPK attachment was like 2-hit kill over in Warzone, which was wild. And what happens? What happens? Nerfed into the ground. Absolutely just obliterated. This thing might as well not exist anymore. They bumped the max damage down to like 75 from 140. I'm assuming that's got to be base damage, like base damage not including multipliers, because they said that it is still a 3-hit kill as long as, or a 3-hit knock, as long as you hit at least 1 headshot. But like, if you could move, it was hard to hit with that. At least it was for me. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. I don't know. I've got aim assist, so everyone tells me that I'm playing with aimbot. But if you could move, it was pretty easy to dodge that. The person that was trying to shoot you, they can't move. They're lugging around an RPK. That thing had the slowest ADS and movement speed. So I guess I'm just not understanding where people were getting these like, oh, this thing is way overtuned, way OP allegations, because I was not seeing it. Let's go. There's my 75 kills. But the devs heard all the people who were complaining, and they nerfed that into the ground. Okay, so that was gun butt. What do I need now? Do I still need hipfire kills? Oh, I need point blank kills. That's what it was. I wasn't getting a ton of point blank kills. Okay. There we go. 100 point blank kills. All right, cool. So now, I think I still need what? Just the... Which ones did we get? We got the silenced, right? We got the gun butt. We got the point blank. We got the 250 with the pack punch weapon. So I think now we're just looking at crits, critical kills. Those critical kills, keep in mind if you're farming these, critical kills are the ones that your kill shot is to the head, and you're gonna get that like double X hit marker. Right. Wait. Well, oh, okay. That was a daily challenge. I got confused. I mean, let's go, right? I'm getting a daily challenge done, so more things to unlock. Also, keep in mind, things to unlock. So I mentioned that quartermaster suppressor. There's also a paracord grip that you can use on a lot of weapons. In fact, the meta for the STG, I believe, requires both. Recommends, right? Like, it's the meta, but like, all recommendations are really just kind of all metas are really just kind of recommendations. If you like playing what you're playing, play what you play, you know? Some of these where I should be like aiming straight at the head, not getting right on the head. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right. Let's get in here. We got that Jak Slash right now. Love this for us. About 20 minutes. That's all. Maybe less if we had, 1, been able to track it, and 2, paid a little bit more attention to the fact that we were looking for point blank kills. But hey, we're getting it. It is what it is. We're there now. Can't go back in time. If I could turn back time by Cher, it's because she can't. Neither can I. All right, let's get out of here. We're done. That's it. A nice, easy trip in for us. In and out, right? Little 20-minute adventure.
Go, in and out. 20 minutes adventure.
That's all. Yo, team, we just did it. We probably had a playlist update, so I don't know if we're gonna get anything else. But we just did it. That's cool. That's cool. Playlist update. No after action report. It's okay. That's okay. That's fine. I mentioned that the Jak Slash has a little bit more to it than just the hidden knife part, right? You can see right above me, it's an underbarrel vertical grip that doubles as a combat knife, right? So you're getting a lethal slash immediately off rip, which I think means that you're gonna be like one-shotting people, maybe two-shotting on Warzone, but in multiplayer, one-shotting, right? There's more to it than just that. You can't see it because my face is in the way, but let's take a look at the stats. Right now, I'm rocking the DR6 hand stop on my WSP9. This is my build for multiplayer. You can see I've got increased movement speed, crouch movement speed, ADS movement speed, ADS speed, and sprinted fire speed, and my downside is the hip fire spread minimum and the tag stance spread. If I go over to that Jak Slash though, let's take a look at what changes. So now we still have a little bit of a hit to our hip fire spread, and minimum and maximum. So both sides of that hip fire spread are going a little wild. And we have a little bit of a hit to the tag stance spread, but we get more of a movement bonus and a little bit of a vertical recoil bonus. So I kind of like the idea of maybe running this on an SMG because you get more movement speed. However, you keep in mind you are trading off things like your sprint to fire speed and your ADS speed. Now, if we look over, I'm going from 204 milliseconds on the ADS speed to 223. So it's not crazy. I'm probably not going to notice a, what, 0.2, wait, what is it? 0.19? Yeah. I'm probably not going to notice a 0.19 millisecond, or 0.19 second, right? 19 millisecond difference. But on something like the sprint to fire speed, that may be a little bit more noticeable, especially if you're running like the WSP9 that has that open bolt delay. So there's already like a 30-second delay or a 30 millisecond delay from when you hit the trigger to when you fire a bullet. So those things are going to be things that you might want to consider. I'm going to try this out though on just a couple multiplayer games, see how it feels, see if I can notice a difference. I really doubt that I'll be able to, but I might notice it a little bit in the movement. All butts. Damn, I don't know if I got that off. Okay, I got the UAV off. I needed to stab. I need to get used to the stab. So I didn't really notice it, but I didn't notice the bad either, right? There were plenty of times where I had to use hip fire to try to pre-fire something. I didn't notice any difference in what I was doing. So that's good, but I also didn't notice that I was moving faster. So that's bad. Sometimes these gunfights are a game of milliseconds, and so I guess I will probably stick with this because it does give me a little bit more movement, and usually movement is the way that I get myself out of trouble, also frequently the way I get myself into trouble, but more importantly, the way I get out of trouble. So I'm going to stick with the underbarrel knife. Gives me an additional option, especially if I'm not carrying throwing knives. If I've got, if I'm running thermites, which I frequently do in multiplayer and over in Warzone. Riot shielders, look out, you boys got thermites. It is nice to have something that can do a quick slash that will do more damage in both Warzone and multiplayer. So I think I'll stick with this at least for a little bit, at least until I can see a little bit of data that suggests that maybe I shouldn't be. And especially on some of the newer SMGs like your Superior and your Static, right? Because those are going to give you just a little bit more of a boost in some of those areas of movement where they're already very, very high end. Other than that, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the RPK nerf and the new Jak Slash Aftermarket kit in the comments below. If you like the video, consider subscribing. Hang out with me here on YouTube or over on Twitch where I'm live. And stay blessed, be kind to others, be kind to yourselves, and I cannot wait to catch you in the next one.